The brightness of this day has given me the opportunity to bring you this video. Welcome back to my channel, Winging It with AC. My name is AC. So I am about to make corned beef stew for the family, and nowadays I try as much as possible to cook Cuckoo stew. So for those of you who do not know Cuckoo, he is my almost 8-month-old baby. So I try to cook his alongside ours. So I decided to show you how I make his simple tomato stew. So this is not like chicken stew or beef stew. I'm just making tomato stew. I'll add a tiny bit of the corned beef that I'll be adding to ours, but I just thought that I should show you how I make his stew. So let's get started. So in our plate here, I have half of a small onion, and then I have a tiny piece of ginger. I may cut it into half or just leave it as it is. And then I have one small garlic, and then I have one medium-sized carrot, and then I have one medium-sized, or is this a small? No, a medium-sized green bell pepper. And then I have boiled tomatoes that I've already boiled down, so I'll be using that as we go along. And I just blended some pepper for our stew. But what I do is that I try to take a little bit of, so I've rinsed this completely, then I try to take a little bit of this off it, but leave a little bit so that he has a hint of pepper. So I know they say don't add pepper to baby food, but I do. I just add a hint so his system starts getting used to pepper, so that it's not like at a point you just start adding pepper to his meals and then it's like your child doesn't eat pepper. This house we all eat pepper. I did that for Serum and he's fine. Serum loves pepper. So I'm going to take a little bit of this off and just leave a little bit so that there's a hint of spice in or pepper in his stew. Adding a little butter to add some flavor, and then I'll add some spices. So a little oregano, a little shrimp powder, a little white pepper, a little curry powder, and a little black pepper. And then since I'm making corned beef for the whole family, I'm adding just a little bit of the corned beef to his. And since this won't be enough protein for his stew, I'm going to add some fish powder to it. So now we'll leave it to cook for a bit, and then our stew is almost ready. So our stew is ready. If I had used more oil, you would see that like a lot of the oil has settled on top, but I didn't use a lot of oil, so but I can see that the oil has settled on top. So our stew is ready. It doesn't take too long to cook, also because the tomato I'd already cooked it down. So our stew is ready. I added a little bit more curry powder after I tasted it, and now everything is cooked. We will be eating spaghetti this evening. So once we finish boiling our spaghetti, we boil everything together, and then when it's to the consistency that we like, we take ours out and leave Kuku's own inside, and we let it boil a bit more so it becomes very, very soft pache, and then we give it to him so that it's as soft as possible. So when we serve that too, hopefully I don't forget to vlog that, because it'll be a while before we actually do that. But basically this is how I prepare his stew. Because usually I have steamed carrots that I've already pureed, because I give that to him on its own for him to eat it. But I didn't have that, because if I had that, I would have added it at the end when the stew was ready, because the steamed carrot is already cooked basically. But because I didn't have that and it was fresh, that's why I blended everything together. But usually I would add the blended green pepper and carrots at the end, so that like you're not really overcooking the vegetables. But it doesn't take long to cook everything, so really I hope you give it a try, and I hope your baby likes it. If you're a family that doesn't like pepper, then you can omit the ginger, or just a very, very, very tiny piece of ginger, half of what I use or less than that. But that is basically it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that you try this recipe out for your little human. Thank you.